hello, hello. Mostly probably going to be VOD viewers, if anything, because I'm doing this at a weird time. But we're doing a little video game tier list. So let's get set up then, shall we? So we've got this create video game franchises, 300 franchises tier list maker. Okay, so it's a good chance some of these I won't have any experience with. There are some games I'm just not really into, or types of games I should say. Namely fighting games and sports games. Here, let me get really set up there. Okay. Okay, so for example, Street Fighter right here at the bottom, or at the top, I guess, of the thing. Gonna have to put that in never played because I wouldn't. It's not my kind of game. Red Dead is gonna go in Masterpiece. Only 2 of them, both fucking incredible games. And they somehow outdid themselves with the sequel. Which doesn't always happen, you know? Okay. Halo. So I gotta start thinking here. I gotta make sure I have a level of consistency. When I'm ranking these, it's gonna be personal opinion, of course. Because there are some games that I'm sure people would throw in Masterpiece that I just don't think are all that great or all that fun for me. But something I need to make up my mind here about is how much does the consistency of the franchise play into where I rank it. I think that matters. Because here's the thing, Halo. I've never been a Halo guy. That came out, I didn't really care. And I only recently played through, like, the first 4. Or, well, no, that's not true. I played Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and ODST, and Reach. Okay, so I've played 5 Halo games then. Now, I'm still not really big on Halo. It was fun playing them because I was playing them with my best friend, and he likes them, so I was having a good time, like, by proxy, basically. But, I'm just not really super into Halo. I'm gonna say it's like it's above average, I suppose. I'm gonna leave it right there for now. Controversial opinion, probably. I don't know. I've just never been a Halo guy. Grand Theft Auto. I'm gonna put that in the very good category. 5 is really fun. I've been playing the shit out of it lately. Which, I mean, I've played it before, but I just like got back into it, and I like it. I have minor things I would like to see changed in 6, but it's overall the franchise is pretty strong. I will say that, like, it's hard to go backwards though. Like, I don't know if I could ever just like play all of Vice City again. It would probably be very annoying. So Mass Effect, I'm gonna put in very good. Now my username comes from Mass Effect, Biotic Platypus. If I had money, I would commission somebody to draw probably a platypus that's like in some like N7 armor and using some kind of biotic power. That's where my username comes from. It's a combination of one of my favorite video game IPs and also like my favorite animal. But anyway, yeah, I really like Mass Effect. Andromeda sags a little bit. But, you know, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And besides, I think the strength of the trilogy, like, props up this franchise quite a bit. So, anyway, The Sims, I'm going to put in... shit. See, this is kind of... I only really have experience with the first one and all of its expansions, but... it's, you know, when The Sims 2 came out, I tried to get into it, and I never did, and I haven't played a Sims game since. So, like, I don't know, but nostalgia wants me to put The Sims up decently high because of my fun that I've had with the first game. However, I don't have any more experience with the franchise than that. I'm just gonna put it at a solid mid. Which, by the way, I know mid has become like a really overused like insult, sort of. Like people, they like to act like they've always kind of looked down on something, so they just call it mid as soon as like there's a controversy or something. But yeah, I don't think mid in this case really is like a bad thing. It's just like, you know, average, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna put The Sims in mid. I mean, for one thing, I don't think I could play the fourth one. Because it's just so fucking... There's so much DLC. Hey, what's up, brother? You say Devil May Cry is S tier? Is that... Can we even see that yet? Oh, yeah, it's right there. We'll get there when we get there, brother. Well, let's see. Castlevania. I respect, like, the NES Classic, and then, like... What's that one? Symphony of the Night. I respect those. But it seems like a lot of the franchise kind of sucks, but I don't have personal experience with that. I'm gonna have to put it in never played. I feel guilty rating it off of like 2 out of however fucking many games. Resident Evil, I'm gonna put in very good. Because it's had its low points, but dude, there's so much good Resident Evil. Way more than there is bad Resident Evil, so I feel like that's fair. Red Dead on top, you're a good man for that one. I mean, brother, was there any other way that could go? What kind of shitbag isn't putting Red Dead at Masterpiece? I'm just saying. I don't want to judge any other person's tastes, but that's objectively correct that it goes at the top. Everything else is subjective. Okay, what is that? King of Fighters? Never played that. Mortal Kombat. I know it's like classic and beloved. I'm gonna put it in above average. It skates by in a lot of entries for, I don't know, just kind of like a cool factor of some of the characters, but I don't know. I haven't really been feeling Mortal Kombat lately. What is this? VS? Oh, wait, it said something about that at the top. Capcom versus here. Well, I mean, I haven't played that anyway, so. Okay, Battlefield, you know, in the old days, I might have put this higher. Sadly, I have to put this in mid. Because what was the last, like, Battlefield game that I liked? Fucking Bad Company 2. Can't put it any higher. They've just not really been doing well for like a long time, so it's a shame. Medal of Honor, you know, I also have to put that in mid because I remembered the first one fondly. The controls are hideous. It's hard to go back and play that one. I respect a lot of the ideas, though. I like the undercover levels. That shit's cool. But, yeah, I don't know. Medal of Honor has never really been that great. But it was cool, like, at the time, I guess. But, yeah, it's not really a game I'm going to go back to. Now, Minecraft, some people meme on Minecraft and act like because it's popular with children that makes the game bad. Minecraft is incredible. Minecraft is really fun, and it's limited by your lack of imagination. Lol, but bro, what about 2042, the first sextuple game? You know what? Man, no, I'm kidding. Fuck that. Fuck 2042. I was so mad when that came out, because it got announced when me and a friend of mine were talking about fucking how we thought it'd be cool if they brought back the 2142, the like the futuristic one. And then there was the 2042 announcement, and he got excited, and I was like, it's like 100 years off, but like it's a little futuristic maybe. And then it sucked, so it's just unfortunate. Now, Forza. I played one of these once. I can't fairly comment, so we're gonna have to put it down there. Call of Duty. I'm gonna have to put that in mid. Call of Duty fluctuates a lot. Some of them were surprisingly fun, and a lot of them are just kind of whatever. I don't know, I can't say anything nicer than that, so... Some of them are terrible, too, so that's something. Okay, Doom. You know what? Yeah, I think that's fair to put it in masterpiece territory. Doom 3 is like the odd one out, but Doom 1 and Doom 2 are still fun to this day, even though they're very old. And the newer Dooms are cool too. I feel like it's just a really strong IP, and yeah, it belongs on top. king quality for sure. Guilty Gear, never played. Persona, haven't played that. People keep nagging me to play it. I don't know what this is. What is this? What? Hold on. We have to zoom and enhance here. What is that? What is this? Shit. Nope. Whatever the fuck that is, I don't know what it is. So, never played. Wolfenstein. Okay, Wolfenstein, I'm going to put in good. I wish I could put it higher, but Wolfenstein... Okay, OG Wolfenstein, I don't actually like playing it that much. Christ, Tears of Joy at Doom being a masterpiece. Yeah, I had a feeling you'd like that one, brother. But yeah, Wolfenstein, original Wolfenstein, I just don't really like playing that much. It's a little too dated compared to Doom. Doom is like right on the perfect level of old, but still good. Wolfenstein is just a little too far backwards for me. But the reboot Wolfenstein New Order fucking rips. The second one was cool, but I don't know, it didn't feel as strong. And then they made whatever the fuck Youngbloods was. That's a disappointment. I don't think it's beyond saving, but I don't trust game companies to do the right thing anymore. So that's probably as good as Wolfenstein's ever going to get as New Order, unfortunately. Devil May Cry, I can't fairly rate, so I have to put in never played. Bayonetta, never played. I never had any interest either. I've never played a single Lego video game. Elder Scrolls, I'm going to put that in very good. I think, funnily enough, Oblivion, I played it for the first time because of a guy I knew in high school was insisting that I play it. And he brought his copy to school and gave it to me. And he was just like, play it. And I was like, all right, fine, God. And I loved it. I fell real hard in love with Oblivion. Had a ton of fun with that. A couple years later, Skyrim came out. That was fun as hell. I've played some of Morrowind. I need to get back and play more of that. But if you just really want to get into it, man, Elder Scrolls games are plenty of fun. Fallout, I'm also going to put in very good. I really like Fallout 1 and 2. 3 is... I don't know, there's like annoying things about it, but it's still really fun. And then New Vegas, I love a lot. I think New Vegas is more fun when you've played Fallout 1 and 2. Lego games would be a solid A tier for you. Those games are fun. Yeah, I'm sure you can have fun with them. I've just never played one. I think I've seen you play one. And you and a friend of ours were fucking with each other. So, that was funny. Super Mario. You know, I'm gonna catch shit for this. I know if anyone watches this video, or stream or as a VOD or whatever, I think Super Mario is mid. I don't think I could enjoy a single Super Mario game. I just think the character is terrible. Mario is the worst mascot. He's so lame. He's just a guy in overalls. Like, fuck off. Like, I've never understood why he's so popular. He just, whatever. Legend of Zelda. Okay, there's like too many of these, and I've only played one, and apparently it's terrible. I feel like I can only put this in never played. Yeah, the one that I've played, an ex-girlfriend of mine was like, play this, and I was like, okay. And I hated it, but, you know, I'm not going to shit on the whole series for that. I have never played a Metroid game, actually. Dark Souls? Okay. Okay, anyone who knows me? Obvious. 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 Are you kidding me? Final Fantasy, I hate Final Fantasy. I really do. I'm going to put it in... not good. You're eagerly awaiting to see the first trash tier franchise. Well, I guess that depends on which ones are listed. Apparently there's a lot, but we'll see. What the hell is that? Dragon Quest? I've never played that. Quake! Okay, Quake. This is gonna hurt. I can only put Quake in good. I love the first Quake. It's extremely nostalgic for me. I fucking love it. I do not care about the rest of the Quake franchise, unfortunately. Quake 2 never was fun to me, and then Quake 3 is like, I'm pretty sure that's like deathmatch only. It's like only a multiplayer game, so I don't really care about that. And then Quake 4 was just the Strogg again, and I was like, God damn it, fucking want I don't want the Strogg. I want Quake 1 back. But yeah, that's a shame. Counter-Strike, I don't know. Counter-Strike doesn't appeal to me, but I don't have anything against it. I'll put it in, like, good. It does what it does, I guess. It's just not really my kind of game. Team Fortress, I would also put that in good. Team Fortress is fine. It's just, again, it's not really my kind of thing. Half-Life, I gotta put that in Masterpiece. I love Half-Life. Opposing Force, fucking Half-Life 2. And Half-Life Alyx is one of the best VR games. It's just such a great experience. Let's see here. Portal? I gotta be honest, I have nothing bad to say about Portal. I think Portal is just it's so good, and it's so fun how different it was. When Portal came out, I had not played a game like that, and I was like, wow. Sonic, I hate Sonic. Autists will arrive and attack me in droves. I don't fucking care. I hate Sonic. Sonic sucks. He's a lame mascot character. Don't like him. And a lot of his games are shit. Fart me. I've never played a Yakuza game. I might one day. Are those on PC? Because I ain't getting a fucking PS5. Super Smash Bros. Never played any of those. Hearts of Iron. I have not, but I've thought about it. Same thing with Europa Universalis. I've never played that. I don't know what Victoria is. I haven't played Crusader Kings. Company of Heroes. Okay. I like the first one. I played a little bit of the second one, but it was like they give you like a free side and like you have to buy the game. It was annoying, however it worked. And then I guess the third one's not that great, so that's unfortunate. But I think the first one is a lot of fun, and I might play some of that again. Quake Arena was the first time you got to feel hate for other people online. Really? When did you play Quake Arena? I figured you would have hated people online long before you played that, unless I'm mistaken. Pokemon. Okay. I'm going to put that in mid, because honestly, I don't know. I just, like, whatever. I get, like, people get super into stuff like Pokemon, but I just don't feel the same. I played a little bit of a Pokemon on a guy's, oh god, what was it? Was it a DS or something? He had some kind of portable console in, like, my art class in high school, and, he just gave it to me, and he was like, hey, do this for a couple minutes, and then he just, like, left. And I was like, okay. And, like, I don't know, it was kind of mindless and whatever, so. Oh, you were 7 to 8 years old when you played that. Okay, I think I thought you were talking about something else then. Ace Attorney, never played any of those. It's just not really my kind of game, though, so I probably won't. Mega Man, never played. I know there's ones that aren't side-scrollers, I think. I just don't like side-scrollers, and that's like what a bunch of those games are, so I never would have played them. Metal Slug. I have to admit, some of the Metal Slug stuff that I've seen, I don't know which games it would have been. I remember there was a guy I would watch on YouTube, and he would just get high and play Metal Slug, and he would just ramble about shit, but like the game looked cool. I don't know which one it was, but I've never played Contra. We had an NES when I was a kid, but I didn't really use it very much because I had a computer, so I was like, why do I want to play on the NES? So, yeah. What the fuck? I don't know what that is. I haven't played it. Civilization. Civilization's good. Civilization, that reminds me, I have Alpha Centauri, which I should play, because my dad used to love that, and I've never played it, and I bought it at a pretty cheap price, and I wanted to see what it was about. Okay, Last of Us. Controversial. Perhaps I'm putting this in above average, because I just don't care about the characters or the story. Like, it was all kind of fine, but none of it really struck me as being like, this is the best thing I've ever seen, like it does for some people. I'm strictly talking about the first one. I know the second one caused a bit of a stir. But yeah, I've played the Last of Us remake on PC, and like, I don't know, it was fine, I guess. It's just like, I don't know. It didn't really hit me the way it hit everyone else. So, Uncharted, I've only played like 10 minutes of the fourth game because it came with my PS4 or some shit, so can't really comment. I don't like Crash Bandicoot. I know people like Crash Bandicoot. I don't. I'm putting that in not good. SimCity, I can't comment. I used to watch my dad play it, but that's not enough information. FIFA, you know what? Trash. Trash. Someone stole my Xbox Live account like a long time ago to buy shit in FIFA, and I don't know enough about how the game works to understand how that helped them when I got my account back. But I don't know. Like, can you give stuff to other accounts? I don't know. But either way, fuck soccer and fuck FIFA and fuck EA. So, I'm coming in hard. Age of Empires. Very good. Age of Empires 2 in particular is my favorite. 3 is, you know, it has some fun to be had, but I think I just prefer 2. What the fuck is it? Superstar Soccer? I don't know what that is. I've never played a Need for Speed. First Trash Tier spits on FIFA. That's right. Get fucked, FIFA. Okay, this just says Batman. Is this the Arkham games? Because if this is the Arkham games, I'll put those in very good. Because I am not really a comic book guy, and I'm not a superhero guy. But I heard they were good, so I gave them a try, and I was impressed, because even though I'm not interested in the subject matter, I was like, this is still good, and it still managed to get me interested. Injustice, I'm not really a fighting game guy, but it seemed alright to me. Maybe more experienced, opinionated fighting game people might disagree with this. I thought it was fine. It had nice presentation and stuff. Strictly talking about the second one, I did not play the first one. Midnight Club. What is is that a racing game? Either way, I don't think I've played it. Manhunt, never played those. Gran Turismo, never played. Yeah, racing games and fighting games are not going to frequent my list. So that looks like Shadow of the Colossus. I hate to say this, but I've never played it. I totally would, but I haven't. Okay, BioShock. I'm harsher on BioShock than a lot of people. I'm gonna put it in good though. Infinite is like fine. It's very fine, but I just like, I don't know. I just don't really care about BioShock at all. And it fucking pisses me off because like the first game, I loved the initial concept of like city underwater, things going crazy, right? Like that was awesome. But the gameplay was not very fun to me. It didn't feel good to play, and the sound design was bad, I would say, in a lot of places. The gun sound effects were shit. So that's unfortunate. Stalker! Okay, this feels unfair to rate this before Stalker 2 comes out, but I have a good feeling about Stalker 2. I'm going to put Stalker in very good, and I'm also going to put a caveat here that Stalker gave birth to Stalker Anomaly, which in turn gave birth to Stalker Gamma, and I love Stalker Gamma. So, that shit's great. Ooh, Metro. Easy decision. I think Metro is great. I didn't like Exodus at first, but it grew on me in a profound way. Spyro. Gotta be honest, I only know the first Spyro. I feel like it's unfair for me to rate the whole franchise, but I'm gonna put it in good anyway. I think even if the rest of them suck, Spyro 1 is such a great, fun game that's, like, adorable, and it's got a fun soundtrack, and it's still fun to play. Remake or the PlayStation original. It's fun. I love it. Guitar Hero. Nope. Never played. Warcraft. So this is Warcraft, not World of Warcraft. I'm going to say Warcraft is good. I don't care for the theming, though. I am way more a StarCraft guy. If Anomaly and Gamma didn't exist, where would Stalker be on this list? I would still say it's very good. I respect the shit out of it. But after playing Anomaly and Gamma, I don't necessarily want to play the vanilla games because I just like the certain things that I like about Anomaly too much. But I still got to rate it highly. I think it's good. Titanfall. Titanfall, you know what? Titanfall 2 has a shockingly good single-player campaign, and the game is fun as hell. I think Titanfall is pretty great. I would love for them to take that more seriously and make more great single-player experiences as well, but I don't think they're going to. Unreal Tournament, I have not played a single one of those. Gears of War, okay. Regardless of other people's thoughts of certain games in the series, I have to put it in Masterpiece. Because the thing about Gears of War is they pretty consistently deliver a very solid, fun, third-person cover shooter experience. There's always crazy shenanigans, there's always fun set pieces, and the gameplay is always good. Even in Judgment, where they changed the controls and shit, I mean, it still was fine, right? So yeah, Gears to me is just like a really solid franchise. Yeah, really good. Even the weaker games are still lots of fun. Metal Gear Solid, I am a huge fan. Always have been. It's going to Masterpiece. I don't need to say much more than that. What is Darkstalkers? I don't know what it is, so I can't rate it, but I don't even know what it is. I've never heard of it. StarCraft, I'm putting that in very good. I love StarCraft 1. I like it more than the second one, even. Some of that is perhaps nostalgia, but I don't know. God, I really love StarCraft. Rainbow Six. Okay, Rainbow Six is all over the place. I have to say, Rainbow Six Vegas 2 is one of my favorite third-person... Well, it's not truly a third-person. It has third-person cover system. It's one of my favorite, like, you know, one of those types of, like, tactical shooter-type games. I can't say I like the other games in the series as much, and Siege is, like, obviously totally different. I'm going to put it in good. I think Rainbow Six has potential, and they just decided to piss me off by making Siege instead of more games like Vegas. Let's see here. One thing I can praise Gears for is that all of them feel like a Gears game. Yes, that is, I think, what I was trying to say, except I didn't exactly say it on those words. That is true. Every game, you give me a controller, you sit me down, and you turn on a Gears game, I know what I'm doing. And the mechanics are all consistent, and you know, there's like subtle differences in the games sometimes, but it's never enough to be like, oh, this one is obviously like the you know, this is the one that's terrible or something. Like I said, Judgment had some control differences, but I didn't remember thinking it was like terrible. Assassin's Creed. You know, it's a shame. I have to put it in above average. Assassin's Creed has had entries that I've dumped a ton of time into. So many of the games, though, that's the problem, is for one thing, there's far too many of them. And some of them are too similar to each other. Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations are all too similar. Not helped by the fact that you're the same main character in each one. And I honestly tried to finish Valhalla. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it, so... Yeah, it's Assassin's Creed has moments where I'm like, wow, this is really, like, nice. And then, unfortunately, it's just a lot of games are just not really too great. Watch Dogs. I have to put Watch Dogs at mid. I don't hate the first game as much as a lot of people do. I think it's, like, fine. And, I don't know, the second game felt like it was trying too hard to be, like, hip and funny. To the point that it was annoying for me to play it. So I know there's a lot of people that are like, Watch Dogs 2 is vastly superior to the first game. And I just like, I don't know. I'd rather play the first game because at least it wasn't trying to hit me over the head with how hip and funny it is. But yeah, I don't know. As a franchise, it's very like middling. And then Legion is kind of like, I don't know. I couldn't even finish that either. So Dishonored. Dishonored gets to go in good. It does not go higher because of, and I think my brother in the chat will agree, Dishonored does not go higher for me because it actively discourages you from having fun. So, as cool as the game is, it does spit in your face for engaging in its fun combat system. And I hate that, so I will always begrudgingly hold that against Dishonored. Bravely Default. I've never played that. Left 4 Dead. Hey, we were talking about this yesterday. I think Left 4 Dead, very good. Valve delivers good games when they make them. And Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, both very fun games. Good stuff. Trash-ass system punishing you for using cool combat. Exactly. Kingdom Hearts. I'm putting that in trash. I don't fucking care what anyone says to me. I hate Kingdom Hearts. It's cringe, it's stupid, and it's dumb, and I hate it. So it's going in trash. Fuck Kingdom Hearts. Fuck Mickey Mouse. Fuck Goofy, and fuck whatever the anime-ass character is. Awful series. Madden, also trash. NBA 2K. W2K, haven't played it. NHL, I'll be honest, I didn't know they made these. The Show, it looks like a baseball thing. UFC, haven't played it. What the fuck? What does that say? I can't read that font. Inazuma 11? Am I reading that right? I don't know what it is. Arma. Okay, I played a tiny bit of Arma 3, but I feel like that's not enough to comment fairly. Ghosts and Goblins. I died a bunch trying to play one of those games, but can't really rate it. I don't know what this is. What is this symbol? I don't know what that is. Banjo-Kazooie, never played it. Donkey Kong, never played one. Okay, KOTOR. Wait, that is Knights of the Old Republic. I'm going to put that in very good. The original KOTOR gripped my ass when I was in, like, middle school. I played the unholy shit out of that for a good while, and I loved it. I loved it so much. It was very fun, and I'd like to play it again one of these days, but I'm gonna have to like get myself ready. Mountain Blade, I own some of these. I don't have enough experience to comment. Battlefront, honestly, I can't really comment. Total War, okay, Total War. I have to, okay. I'm trying to keep in mind the whole, like, the whole franchise, right? I'm not rating one game here. I'm going to put this in very good because there are some missteps in their games, but when one of these games hits me just right, like Warhammer 2 or Shogun 2, good God, dude, I dumpstered my fucking life into Warhammer 2. So much fun. So much fun. Let's see here. Ace Combat. I've never actually played one of these. Animal Crossing, never played. Fire Emblem, never played. God of War. You know what? I've only played the one that's just called God of War from like a couple years ago. I don't feel like that's fair for me to rate the whole series. I kind of feel like I have to put it here. That game was fine. It was fine. It was pretty good. I mean, like, the production value was really good and stuff. I just wasn't 100% for me. But, yeah, I don't know. Dragon Ball Z. I don't like Dragon Ball Z. I never would have played any of these. I don't like Naruto either. Oh, boy. We're filling up this never played list. What is that? I can't read that, but I don't recognize it either. Fatal Fury. Don't know what that is. Final Fight. I've heard of that. Don't know what it is. Art of Fighting. Have never heard of that. Streets of Rage. I've heard of it. Never played it. Burnout. Nope. Virtua Fighter. Tekken. Oh, wait. Tekken. No, wait. No, never mind. I was going to rate it, but I realized my only experience with it was thinking it was bad when I was like 5. So that's not fair to rate it. Star Fox, never played one of those either. F-Zero. Okay, Silent Hill. This one, I have to say, part of this is me rating it off of potential, because I think there are far more Silent Hill games that aren't good than are, unfortunately. But the ones that are good show that Silent Hill is an excellent idea and just incredible when it's done right. Silent Hill 2 is fucking... that's a hell of a game. But like, I don't know, fucking... what was that other one that I've played? Homecoming? You know, or like, they obviously didn't understand, like... I'm not going to get into it right now, but like... yeah, Silent Hill has its ups and downs, but the ups are very up. Dino Crisis! Dude, I love Dino Crisis. I'm putting that in very good. I know there hasn't been one in a long fucking time. Dino Crisis 1 and 2 are fun as shit. I think there's a third one, but I've never played it. These games were great. It's Resident Evil, but dinosaurs, and it worked, like, shockingly well. My brother in the chat, if he's still here... he knows Dino Crisis is scary to a child. Because of a funny story he told me. But, yeah, T-Rex bashing his face into the room early on in the game. That's a diaper filler for sure. That's some scary shit. Let's see, Duke Nukem. Now, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I can't rate it highly because there's only one good Duke Nukem game, in my opinion. I'm going to say above average, but that's very loose. Duke Nukem 3D is excellent. However, basically all other Duke Nukem games are varying levels of, like, lame to terrible. So I'm sad to have to put it there, but... look, if we were just talking about the highlights, if we were just talking about 3D, it would go much higher. But as a franchise, Duke is not strong. Postal, I've never played one, but I don't like it based on what I saw. It just doesn't look very good. I don't know what Shantae is, but... okay, Heretic and Hexen. This is cool that this is here. Straight up, never seen the game past that point. The T-Rex traumatized my little ass. Yep. I've beaten the game... 2 or 3 times, I think. One of them being within the last, like, 3 years. So, I didn't play it as much as Resident Evil, but I think I was also, like, more confused by it. Heretic and Hexen, you know what? I'm gonna put these in above... I'm gonna put these in, like, above average. As much as I like Heretic... Hexen is so confusing that I just can't finish it. I just can't play it. And I wish I could love it, because Hexen is cool. It's too confusing to just, like, sit down and just play, right? Like, I don't want to have to pull up a fucking guide to know where the obscure button I need to push is. And then there's also, like, Heretic 2, which I've never played. It's like a third-person game made years later. I don't know much about that one. And then Hexen 2 is not that great to me. So, yeah, the only game I really like in this franchise is the first Heretic, and that's not really enough to pull it up any higher. Pac-Man. Pac-Man's mid. I'm not going to give it special points just because it was, like, a big deal at the time. I don't know. I can play, like, a screen of Pac-Man, and then I'm like, I'm done for 5 years. It's just not very fun to me. Tetris, however... Tetris. Masterpiece. Absolute fucking masterpiece. Okay, Tetris. I've played so much Tetris, and this is when I have choices of, like, complicated, sophisticated, modern games to play. Tetris still rips. Oh, I know this logo. What game is this? Shit, I don't know, but I don't think I've played it. Never played Bomberman or Excitebike. Splinter Cell. I have thoughts on Splinter Cell. I'm going to put it in good. The first Splinter Cell is aged. It's aged quite a bit. You can't even play Pandora Tomorrow anymore because they don't sell it, and I don't know why. Chaos Theory is good. It's very good. Double Agent is a game that I wish was better because I used to like it, and it's clear to me now that it's very crusty and kind of bad. Um, it hurts to say. And I don't like Conviction, not because it's different, but because the shooting is god awful, and playing the game is not enjoyable. Um, and then Blacklist is very fun to play, but we lost Michael Ironside for that one, so we just have an extremely boring story and protagonist. So, yeah. Splinter Cell's all over the place. Blacklist is fun. God, I wish I could just get it dubbed over by Michael Ironside. It would be more fun. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, never played. Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon... I'm going to put Ghost Recon in good, along with Splinter Cell. There's lots of Ghost Recon games. Only a couple of them do I actually really like. Future Soldier is pretty fun. Wildlands is like... I don't know. I have my criticisms of Wildlands, but it's like kind of fun. And I liked Graw and Graw 2. I have not played them in like fucking 13 years, so I don't know if they hold up or not, but I liked them back then for sure. Okay, Wasteland. I have not gotten around to playing those yet, but they're on my list. What is this? This looks familiar. This like barely visible symbol. What is this symbol? Fuck. That's extremely familiar. I don't know what that is. I have to put it down here for now because I can't place what it is. I wish they just put a word that I could read. Perfect Dark. Never played those. Well, correction. I played Perfect Dark Zero's demo on 360 a long time ago, and I thought it was terrible, but I'm hardly going to rate the franchise for that. I can't... What does that say? Something Pirate Warriors. I don't know what that is. Knights. Never played. Jak and Daxter. Never played. SOCOM. I wanted to play one of these a long time ago, and I never did, so I can't rate the series. World War I game series? I don't know what that is. Jet Set Radio? I've heard that. I've never played it. Splatoon? Never played. Fear! Okay, Fear. This one's kind of unfortunate. I have to put Fear in good. Because as a franchise, it's... it's Hitman! Okay, thank you. Thank you, brother. Okay, Hitman. Okay, I'll talk about Fear in a second. I'm going to put Hitman in very good. I think Hitman... There's lots of hijinks to be had. It's a fun series, and I don't think there's any that are, like, super noticeably bad. Except for maybe, like, I don't know, maybe the first one. I haven't played that one, actually. But lots of consistent fun in Hitman. However, Fear... I feel bad that I can't put this higher, but the first game is great. I was surprised by how good I thought Fear 1 was, considering I didn't play it until a long time after it released. And then I played it finally, and I was like, this is great. And then I played Fear 2, and I was like, okay, that's fine, and I can't remember anything about it currently. But Fear 3 is like only fun when you play it in co-op. I gotta say, I tapped out of it when I tried to play it solo again. So yeah, unfortunately Fear is not a strong franchise. Fear is a strong game, though. Let's see here. Crysis. I'm going to say Crysis is, like, good. I don't think Crysis is incredible, but, like, Crysis 2 is pretty fun to me. I haven't played the first one, actually, so I don't know what I would think of that one. I can't read what that says. Something fantasy, whatever. Dungeon Fighter. Nope. Okay, Brothers in Arms. I'm going to put this in good. Hell's Highway is the one I'm most familiar with, and I wish Hell's Highway was made now instead of when it was, because it has some great stuff in it. The controls are god-awful if you're playing with a controller, which is how I originally played it. I think there's just like some clunkiness to it. I love a lot of the concepts, though. And I like kind of ordering your squad around to, like, you know, suppress the enemy or take out special targets and stuff. That stuff's good. Okay, Neo. I'm going to put that in... I'm going to put that in very good. I think Neo is pretty good. I don't like it nearly as much as, like, a FromSoft, like, Souls game. Because the things that make Neo different are not things that I like for the better. But it is still pretty solid. Amnesia. Mid. I know the first one was, like, a huge internet sensation. because you could see thousands and thousands of people screaming at the game at how scary they were finding the game. I don't like playing Amnesia. I don't enjoy like the process of playing it. I don't find the creatures scary. I think it looks funny more than anything, and I think like all of the sequels are bad except I don't know anything about the newest one, The Bunker. So yeah, I don't know. That one's skated by for longer than I expected, to be honest. Monster Rancher. I haven't played this, but I've seen someone play it. It looked kind of fun. Top Gear. Haven't played. Horizon Chase. I don't know what that is. Dead Space. Okay, Dead Space goes in very good. Dead Space 1 and 2, and also the remake of 1, are great. Dead Space 3 is bizarre in some ways. If you enjoy playing Dead Space, it is really fun to play that with a friend. So, yeah, I still think Dead Space 3 is fun. It's a little frustrating, though. There's some things that I kind of hate about it. But, yeah, still, just like as a franchise, Dead Space was pretty good. Pretty strong. And it's been killed off twice now, and I'm very bitter about it. And I hate EA. I hate what they've done. Rock Band. Did we not rate this already? Or not rate, but could have sworn I already put that in this this section. Parappa the Rapper. I don't know what that is. Blood! Okay, so this is also going to hurt. I have to put this in good. I think that balances it out. There's 2 Blood games. Blood 1 is incredible. I like it more than Duke 3D. I like it more than Shadow Warrior. It's the best build engine game, in my opinion. Blood 2 is garbage. It is so fucking terrible. If that didn't exist, I would put Blood in Masterpiece. I'm not even kidding. But Blood 2 is just awful. Okay, The Witcher. Whoops. Oh, God, what did I do? Okay, there it is. Got concerned. Okay, The Witcher. That's going in very good. Witcher, very, very good. That's it. I don't have anything extra to say about it. I mean, it's pretty good. Bloons Tower Defense. These have always been fun. I'm putting that in very good. Yeah, that's right. Bloons is as good as The Witcher. Fight me. That's not what this means, by the way. Like, things being in a certain tier doesn't mean they're equivalent to each other. But seriously, Bloons is a lot of fun. Let's see, Dragon Age. Oh, I was talking to my brother about this recently, funnily enough. Dragon Age I can only put in good. I really, really liked the first game when it came out. Second game was incredibly disappointing. I understand that they got fucked on development time, and that's tragic, and it sucks. Unfortunately, as a customer, I can't be like, well, I like it though, because I feel bad for them. Like, it's not a fun game to play. It's entirely too repetitive. And Inquisition is bloated as hell, and I've never finished it because I just get overwhelmed with the idea that there is so much to do that I don't want to do any of it. Which, maybe for some people that's fine, but I couldn't stomach it. Baldur's Gate, I'm going to put in very good. The only reason this doesn't go into Masterpiece is because the actual specific lore of Baldur's Gate is the thing that I don't find interesting. I'm not a D&D guy. I like certain fantasy universes, D&D and Baldur's Gate. It's not really my thing, specifically. However, I am willing to overlook that and say that they are still really good games. Worms. No opinion. Sorry. Ultima. So Ultima is a long series that I have no experience with. I can't rate it. But I am familiar with the games because of a certain person's reviews of them. And I know a lot about them because of that, despite never having played one. Five Nights at Freddy's. Not good. I've never understood why these games caught on so hard. I mean, I think some of it is just like, you know, that sort of like, oh, YouTuber scream at game, it funny, haha. But I think Five Nights is just like, it's not great. I don't know how much they cost. That might influence how I feel about them, but if they're like more than a certain amount of money, I would be very upset because they're so limiting as games. Never played Ape Escape. or Super Monkey Ball. Shenmue. There's a lot of people who suck this game off. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give it special credit because it was like, oh, it simulated a world, you know, in a certain era. It's like, I don't care. It's not a fun game to play. It's very boring. Is it Atelier? I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Sakura Wars, Football Manager. Okay, Prey is weird because Prey from like 2006 or whatever and Prey from more recently are entirely not the same game. So I feel like it's weird to consider them the same franchise. That being said, well, I haven't experienced enough of either of them to really comment, but I find it just an interesting problem that in this case those are the same franchise, because it's like, well, honestly, if you changed the name of the second one, you wouldn't know that it was the same franchise at all, I don't think. I don't know what Flat Out is. Day of Defeat, can't rate. Disgaea, Tales of, I don't know what that is. Horizon, I haven't played the second one, I think. Wait, that is Horizon, like Zero Dawn, right? I don't like these games. I think they're boring. So I will not be playing the second one. Haven't played. Okay, here's a bumpy one. Here's Dead Rising. I'm gonna put Dead Rising in good. Now, Dead Rising is the reason I bought a 360, like all the way back in the day. However, the first game has not aged especially well because, I mean, for one thing, the fucking the actual like process of going out, getting survivors, bringing them back to the room is terrible. It's so not fun. I hate doing it. The first game is only fun to me out of like some level of nostalgia. The second game I think is much better, and strictly talking about playing the game, I think the third one is the one that I enjoy playing the most. Although I will say, I don't know, the story is whatever. I don't care. But I guess I never really cared about Dead Rising's story to begin with. Binding of Isaac, I don't have enough playtime to really rate that. Never wanted to play Prince of Persia, Driver, Spelunky, True Crime. That's a series that hasn't been around in a long time. Wow. Clock Tower. I have played the SNES Clock Tower game, but I don't know if I can rate the franchise for that, especially because the PlayStation one, it's all very different. I don't know what this is. This is just like a smear. It's an X, but I don't know what series that is. Never played a Nier game. Tomb Raider. So Tomb Raider, this is a tricky one too, because there's original and then there's like the reboot series, which I guess you could say that about Resident Evil as well. But in this case, it does matter a bit more to me because with Resident Evil, I kind of like it all, except for like the few games that I don't like, which is like Dead Aim. But Tomb Raider, I don't really like the oldest ones, but I think the newer Tomb Raider series was really enjoyable, except for the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I didn't like that one as much. But I'm going to put Tomb Raider in good. I think it's pretty good. Sniper Elite, I'd put that in above average, honestly. I don't think it's that great of a series, and it's a little one note, which I guess if you like that note, good for you, but I don't. Diablo. Now this hurts. This really hurts. I'm going to have to put Diablo just in good. I wish I could rate it higher, but it's a split between I like the first two games a lot, a real lot, especially Diablo 2. I don't care for Diablo 3, and I actively disliked my time with Diablo 4. So, unfortunately, I can't say the franchise as a whole is very strong. Keep in mind, when I rate games, this is all as a franchise. So, some of these might have great individual games, but they're going to get dragged down by the worst ones, unfortunately. State of Decay. You know what? State of Decay, I don't like the first one. I like the second one a lot. And they're making a third one, I'm pretty sure, and I hope it's good. Because if it's like better than the second one, I'll be quite happy. Fable is below average. Fable 2 and Fable 3 are only really fun if you're playing them in co-op. Um, and that's coming from someone who played Fable 3 a ton, because I played it like once all the way through with each of my friends, like my core friends at the time, and with a girl I was dating at one point. Um, and I would never play Fable 3 again. I don't think I would even play Fable 2 again, even though, I don't know, it's been longer since I've played that, so I'm sort of curious to play it, but I won't. Well, I can't. I don't have any way to play it currently. But anyway, Chivalry, never played. Samurai Showdown, Dynasty Warriors. There's a lot of games I haven't played. You know what? I guess I've played Space Invaders. The only thing is, I don't know, is there more than one? Or is it just like remixes of the same game, basically? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna have to put that in below average, I think. Like, I don't know. It's just not really fun to me. Monster Hunter. Now, I'm mostly talking about Monster Hunter World, so I think that's pretty fun. I'm not generally into Monster Hunter. I'm looking forward to the new one that's coming out like next year. I can't remember what it's going to be called, but it looked pretty cool. I'm hoping that's good, because I want to enjoy another Monster Hunter game, but currently I don't really like the other ones that are at my disposal, which is mostly just Rise, which I don't like Rise very much. Men of War. Don't really have enough experience to say. Command and Conquer. So this is... Oh, God. Come on. Command and Conquer. This is a bread and butter series for me for a long time. Although it's ostensibly dead now, unfortunately. I have to put it in very good, even though it ended on a pretty sour note. But if we're talking, like, original games, Red Alert 2 especially is a standout, excellent game in my opinion. Tiberian Sun is a definite favorite of mine. And like, I don't like Tiberium Wars as much as I like Tiberian Sun, funnily enough. I know Tiberium Wars is more modern and shit, but I think Tiberian Sun appeals to me a lot more. But, even though I don't like Tiberium Wars and Red Alert 3 as much, they're still enjoyable. And then Generals was a lot of fun, which is surprising, because I gotta be honest, when my dad and I got that originally, I kind of thought it was going to be, like, not good. Like, something about the CD case just made me think, like, oh, this is maybe not going to be, like, as good as what we want. But it turned out to be really good, and I still play it to this day. Generals is a lot of fun. Rage. Not good. I think Rage is just terribly boring and uninteresting. I've played some of Rage 1, and I forgot every single thing about it. And I saw someone play some of Rage 2, and I thought, this is going to be the same thing again. So, I'm not interested. Never played Undertale. Strider? I don't think I know what that is. Soul Calibur? Okay, so... My friends and I loved Soul Calibur 4, because one of the fun things about it was you could... two of you could be fighting, and then the other two could be watching. You could spectate the match. Between friends, and that was really funny because we would just make characters that were hideous and stupid, and then we would surprise each other with them. And it was really funny. However, since Soul Calibur 4, I have had no desire to get any of the other ones. I think I played Soul Calibur 5 at one point, and I thought something's missing, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Don't know what that is. Never played Ratchet and Clank. I have not played Armored Core. I want to play the newer one, but can't really justify spending that much money on a game right now. Dragon Ball, nope. Naruto, nope. Daytona, nope. What does that say? Is that Gradius? I've never played Gradius. Double Dragon, never played it. Danganronpa, never played it. Rival Schools. That looks like a T up there, but I guess it's just like an extension of the R. God, there's a lot of stuff I haven't played. There's actually an extraordinary amount of games I've never played. Shovel Knight. Okay, I think I'm going to love Shovel Knight. I haven't gotten to it in my Steam library yet. Not interested in Little Big Planet. Super Robot Wars. Advance Wars. Syndicate. Now, Syndicate is like... I'll put it in mid. I think like the original games are fine. The FPS game was like, I don't know, I thought it was alright. And I really liked the multiplayer mode. But just a little too average, I think. Plus, I think the whole thing pissed a lot of people off that it was a first-person shooter. Oddworld! Yo, I love Oddworld. I'm gonna have to put Oddworld in very good, and I think in my case, it gets a lot of credit for being so original in a lot of its like concepts and designs. It truly lives up to its name, Oddworld. It's filled with weird shit, and I love it and appreciate it. Nope. 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 Never played Overwatch. Never had an interest to. Red Faction. So I have a skewed view on this one. I haven't played the... There's like two. There's like Red Faction 1 and 2. And then there's Guerrilla. Unless there's another one that's in between 2 and that. And then there's Armageddon. And I thought Guerrilla was only cool because you could destroy buildings, and that was kind of fun. However, playing the game, I didn't care for it at all. I thought like the actual experience of like playing the game through as a story, I thought it was very not fun and not interesting. And then Armageddon just seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like a step backwards somehow. What game is this? It's just R. I don't know, actually. So I hope there's nothing in here that's like another Hitman situation where like I recognize the logo and then I just forgot. Oh my god. Okay, Borderlands, finally another game I can talk about. Borderlands, I would say, is... I hate to say this. I'm going to put it in above average only. Borderlands suffers for me quite a bit because the first game is very boring to me. I just think it's overall extremely boring. Borderlands 2 is more fun as a game. However, it introduces quite a bit more heavy-handed cringe humor and annoying characters. And then 3, I like the gameplay even more. I actually like the process of playing Borderlands 3. I despise the villains. They are the most obnoxious and irritating things to listen to. There was a lot I hated about Borderlands 3 when it came to like characters, voice acting, and the story and stuff. Playing the game just as a game, though, was not the worst, but with the way I just described it, I really can't put this series that much higher. Oh, and whatever that other one was, what is it, the pre-sequel? I hate the pre-sequel. I mean, I don't hate it. Okay, hate's maybe a strong word. I think the pre-sequel was bad. Max Payne. Okay, Max Payne. Based on what we currently have, I'm putting Max Payne in... I'm going to put it in very good. 1 and 2 are great. James McCaffrey is McCaffrey, right? I hope to God I'm saying his last name right. James McCaffrey, great voice acting, awesome character, tragic games, and I really like 3. There's a bunch of people that hate 3, but I think it's really good. So yeah, Max Payne, good series. Let me pause to take a drink because my throat is kind of fucking sore. Okay. Never played Rayman, or Kid Icarus, or Psychonauts. Okay, Saints Row. Gotta be honest, gotta be true to myself, below average. I gotta be honest. Saints Row 1 is... I don't like it, and I think the only reason it had any kind of traction is that Grand Theft Auto had not made a game for the current generation at that point. Grand Theft Auto 4 was yet to come out. There was no equivalent game. Saints Row had its opportunity. I firmly believe that's the only reason that Saints Row ever got off the ground, because I think Saints Row 1 is just not great at all. It's really like I couldn't finish it even. I just got so bored. Saints 2 is better, and the introduction of co-op definitely makes it more fun, but I feel like that's not a huge amount of credit to the game because you add co-op to almost anything and it becomes more fun, even if the game is bad. Saints Row 2 suffers from a lot of like clunkiness and just poor shooting. There's a lot about Saints 2 that I dislike. There's a lot about it that I really like, though. I do like the high level of customization. I remember it was very fun, kind of dialing in my character with every extra piece of customization I could give him. But yeah, like playing the game wasn't really the most fun. Um, Saints 3 was a little cleaner, but it was bad. I hate to say it, but I liked it at the time. I replayed it recently, and my god, that image soured very hard. There was a lot of things that I noticed pretty quickly, because I think I'm more critical or less tolerant of things that are irritating now. So yeah, Saints 3 suffered quite a bit. And then Saints 4 was more fun than Saints 3, but um, ultimately still, it's just not really a great series. And then Gat Out of Hell is not really, it's almost not even worth mentioning. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I have kind of a low opinion of Saints Row, and then the newest one is obviously just terrible and everyone hates it. But I haven't played it. But I can only imagine that. I don't know. I would still leave it right here, even if I had played the newest one. But yeah, Saints Row. I just feel like it gets a lot of credit sometimes, and I don't think it really deserves it. Um, I haven't played Siphon Filter. I have it ready to go, actually, on DuckStation, um, but I haven't played it yet. Time Splitters, never played it. Always heard of it, though. Have not played Die Blob. Epic Battle Fantasy. Warhammer 40k, what does this mean? Is this just any game set in the 40k universe? Because that's kind of hard to rate. In this case, I might make an exception. I love 40k as a universe. There's not that many good 40k games, I don't think. So, I don't know. I feel like this one's a little harder to rate because it's hard to rate because 40k is not made by one company, right? Like they license it out to tons of companies. So, it's not like a lot of these other things where it's easier to rate them because there's some kind of consistency. With this, there really isn't, so I almost feel like it's not fair that it's here, but okay. Or at least not the way I've been rating things. XCOM. For me, that's going up in very good. I think XCOM is great. I love the two more recent, not Chimera, but like XCOM and XCOM 2. Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within in particular. I really like Enemy Within, but XCOM, Enemy Unknown, and 2, both really enjoyable, fun type of game. Yeah. Alone in the Dark. I haven't played any Alone in the Dark games, actually, now that I think about it. I was thinking about it, and I was like, I'm familiar with them, sort of, but I just realized I haven't played them. The Forest. I'm going to put The Forest up in good. I think it's pretty good. It's obviously, not the highest end game, but I don't think that holds it back too much. I think, like, for what it is, The Forest is great. Okay, I had to mute my mic there for a second. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck Project Diva is. Darkest Dungeon, never played it. Neptunia, never heard of it. Dark Pictures. Okay, you know what? I know people seem to like these. I think they're dumb. I think they're terrible. I gotta be honest. I think they're really bad. There's a lot of bad writing and terrible acting, and I don't know how other people don't see it. But remember, if I'm hating on anything you like, that's fine if you like it. I don't think that means you're like a bad person or something. It just means that you like something that I don't. I don't think it has to be a big deal. But anyway, I had a Dirt game, I think, on my PS3. I would have last played that in like 2009 or some shit, so like I can't fairly rate it. I've never played Divinity. I feel like I should though at some point. Dungeon Defenders, Mario Kart, Mario Party. Okay, you know what? I have to say this. Mario Party. I'm gonna put that in good. I know I was shitting on Super Mario earlier. Mario Party as a game concept is pretty funny. So I'm gonna give it credit. Mario Tennis, never played. Super Mario Strikers? I don't even know what that is actually. I've never heard of that one. Paper Mario looks, I don't know, looks fine I guess, but still not really for me. Mario and Luigi. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. What the fuck? Mega Man X. Wait a minute, is that a different franchise? Because we already we didn't rate it because I haven't played any of them, but yeah, there's Mega Man. I thought Mega Man X was just like one of the games. I didn't know it was considered a different franchise. Well, I've got no experience with anything Mega Man, so I wouldn't know. I think that's World of Warships and World of Warplanes. Haven't played those. What is this? Wait a minute, is that just like, what is that? I don't know. That's just like a browser icon or something, isn't it? Okay, Far Cry. Here's an interesting one. Far Cry, I have to put in good because Far Cry has a lot of potential that is occasionally reached, but unfortunately, I feel like it's, I don't know, it's not like consistently good enough for me. Because here's the thing, I liked 5 the most, I think, in terms of just like the whole experience. Because I really love the creepy cult aspect of it. It's disturbing. It's got a really good opening scene. Because each of these games has like a big opening scene, right? I think Far Cry 5 is my favorite opener. But like, the thing that's annoying to me is like New Dawn, I feel like has potential to be more cool than it really was. I still liked New Dawn well enough while I was playing it, and I like the fact that it does continue on from Far Cry 5. And I'll be honest, I don't want to spoil the important part of that, but the villains of New Dawn are terrible and obnoxious. Far Cry 3, I feel like, is not really that fun to go back to, for me at least. And Far Cry 4, I think Pagan Min is a good villain as well, but he's not in the game enough, is my only complaint. Far Cry 2 sucks ass. I gotta be real, I fucking hate that game. I could talk a lot about why I hate it, but we gotta keep moving. We're almost done here. Destiny. Not good. In my opinion, I think those games are bland and lame. They're just not interesting to me in any way, shape, or form. Jazz Jackrabbit, never played it. How are you supposed to read this? Konkai? I don't know what that is. Mega Man Legends. Oh my god, there's more. Destroy All Humans. Gotta be real with you guys, below average. I know a lot of people are fond of the concept, and it's like silliness. I don't think playing the game is very fun at all. I think, like, I don't like the feel of playing the game. What the fuck is When They Cry? I don't know what that is, but... okay. I don't know what this is. Rising Storm. Rising Storm, Rising Storm, Rising Storm. Is that, what is that, like the Red Orchestra thing? Where it's like Red Orchestra, but Pacific Theater? If so, I don't think I've actually played that myself. Zone of the Enders, never played that. Killing Floor, you know what? This is pretty easy. There's only 2 games, and they're both great. So I can comfortably put that in very good. I think Killing Floor, if you're into the type of experience that it is, it does it very well, and it's very fun. And I'm really hoping that the 3rd one can deliver once again. Okay, Rise of the Triad. That's fun that this is on here. I'm going to put it in good. I think the soundtrack is killer. The reboot Rise of the Triad is bad. That is a bad game, and it looks like shit, and it sucks. But the first one's really fun and silly and nostalgic. And it's got that great soundtrack. Turok, I can't fairly rate this. The only experience I have with Turok is playing the demo for like the 2008 game, which is bad. It sucks. It was not good from what I remember, but I can't rate the whole series because I don't think that's exactly representative of it. I've never played Parasite Eve. I've heard of it. Police Quest. Haven't played those specifically. However, let's get past this. SWAT, because I remember SWAT is like a continuation of Police Quest or something, right? SWAT 3 was a game that I played an ungodly amount of in like 5th grade. I played SWAT so fucking much, SWAT 3 in particular. And I did play some of SWAT 4, but I never actually owned it. SWAT 3, though, I played the fucking ungodly shit out of SWAT 3. Really love it. I would honestly... I think I own it on GOG, and I could play it at any time. I might look into that, actually. I think I might have to get it set up so that it runs properly, but SWAT 3 is really good. I don't know what Jagged Alliance is. Operation Flashpoint. I've played one of those, and apparently it's different than all the other ones, so I don't feel fair in rating the series. I played Red River. I heard that's not exactly like the preceding games. And I didn't hate it, but it's definitely one of those like bland memories of mine where it's like, well, it's something I did. I don't know what the fancy pants adventures are. Okay, Warhammer in this case. I gotta say, I don't know if this is actually true, but I feel like Warhammer has more good games than Warhammer 40K, but I'm going to put it in the same category. Because you know, it's kind of all over the place, but I think the IP is strong as hell. It's just that the games are made by all different kinds of companies, so it's not consistent. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. I haven't played Helldivers. I know Helldivers 2 is the dog's bollocks, as I've heard some Brits say, but haven't played it myself. Ridge Racer, nope. Earth Defense Force. So I will say I don't like Earth Defense Force, but I'm not going to rate it because I haven't actually played any of them. Squad, haven't played that. Pitfall, nope. Angry Birds, nope. Alex Kidd, nope. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna nope the ones that I can nope, and then I'll talk about the last couple because these ones I can rate. So, Army Men first. Army Men, Air Attack for PlayStation 1 was fucking awesome. There's other Army Men games. Air Attack was great. I'm gonna give it the good tier. It was so fun. It's still fun to this day. And it's also got that thing that's a little bit of a joke between my brother and I, who I imagine had to get ready for work a while back. We live on different coasts, so I'm getting ready to go to bed. He's getting ready to go to work. But yeah, he and I both remember the silliness of Air Attack, where when you select your choppers, the announcer says the name of the choppers, and he put a little stank on Chinook for some reason. Like he says, like Huey, Apache, Stallion, Chinook. Like he was put extra stank on that. We always found that funny. Okay, last two. Call of Juarez is mostly a bad series. I have to put it in mid. The thing about Call of Juarez is the first game, I played a demo for it, and I wanted to love it because it was a Western game. There wasn't really a lot of those to choose from. Red Dead hadn't come out yet. And, you know, I was like, okay, this has to be cool, right? Because it's the one choice. As far as I knew, I didn't know about Gun at the time. Which looks clunky and shitty also, gotta be honest. I haven't played it, so maybe that's unfair, but it looks bad to me. But first Call of Juarez didn't sell me. I didn't want to buy it. Bound in Blood, I played the demo for that, you know, whenever that came out. And I liked it more, and I bought that and I played the whole game. It's not great. Honestly, I played it again recently for, for old time's sake, and I really disliked it, and I don't think I'll ever play it again. It's just not a great game. And then they made The Cartel, which I played like 30 minutes of it on a live stream game service like a long time ago, which wasn't a great experience, but I could tell that the game was just like not great. I could tell it sucked. And also, it was like, okay, no, it's not Western anymore. It's modern day, and there's cars, and I don't know about all this. So yeah, the only thing keeping Call of Juarez out of any lower category is that Gunslinger, which was an Xbox Live arcade title, is awesome. It's really fun and really enjoyable. Um, that game rips. It's the best Call of Juarez game, and it's the one that's not even like a true game in the same way. It's like it's a lot more arcadey, and it doesn't have like fully fledged cutscenes, and it's obviously like lower budgeted. It's the best one by far. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing because I think there's potential for the Call of Juarez brand, but it's long since been squandered. I think even when Gunslinger came out, it's like I don't think they can really do more good with this. Now, Army of Two, I have a little bit of a strange history with. I'm going to put it in good. Army of Two, the first game I liked when I played it originally. I played it through a couple of times with different people, and I had fun. I always thought that the actual shooting was weird and bad. So that's kind of amazing that I played it as much as I did. Uh, like, yeah, Army of Two, the first one is kind of clunky and weird. Um, and also, one thing that's kind of funny is the way the voice acting just changes wildly between each game because they don't have consistent casting. So Rios in the first game is very like obnoxious hood white boy kind of character sometimes, and then in the second game he's not like that. So he like someone scared the black out of him or something. I don't know, but it's a little jarring. And then Rios's voice got insanely deeper in the second game, which I think the second game, 40th Day, is the best of the three. And it's the one I would like to play the most. If these games were on PC, I would play 40th Day again, 100%. I think that is the best casting for Salem and Rios. To me, that's the game where they are the best as characters. And also, it's the best game just because like it is better to play than the first game for sure. The moving and shooting and taking cover and stuff, all that's much better feeling. Also, the fact that they added decision making was pretty cool idea, and also the fact that like the first person to react is the one who makes the decision for both of you. I love that. I think that's great. And it's a cool experience. And then Devil's Cartel was like okay, and there was things I liked about it, but it was a little more generic, and I think a little less fun than 40th Day. I would still totally play Devil's Cartel again. But these are all console exclusives. I can't play fucking any of them unless I drag my Xbox out, and if it still works even. But anyway, God, I just rated a ton of franchises. Now, with that in mind, there's a ton I hadn't played. But I feel like I've been pretty honest about how I feel about these franchises. Now, again, I can totally pick out some of these franchises where individual games would raise them much higher, for sure. Like Blood, like I said, if Blood 2 didn't exist, Blood would be in Masterpiece to me. I think that's one of the most fun first-person shooters of its kind that I've ever played. Same thing with Spyro. Spyro 1 would prop up higher. So yeah, there's definitely like there's definitely more specific feelings I have about these franchises. Um, you might not get the true indication of my feeling. Like Diablo being only in good again. Like if Diablo 4 didn't exist, it would be higher. And if Diablo 3 also didn't exist, it would be even higher. But here we are. Anyway, fuck, that was exhausting. I'm tired, and I'm going to bed. So, thank you for showing up. I noticed there was a couple of people here. Just my brother was commenting, though. That's fine. It's okay. I don't expect everyone to have to comment, because I'll be honest, I don't usually comment on shit myself. So, I can't really get on anyone else for not doing it. But yeah, thank you for anyone who showed up, and thank you for anyone who watches this as a VOD, and I will see you guys in whatever I do next.